Hello friends, welcome to my next digital video. And last video we were talking about how to select good conferences to attend in India. And now we'll see how to select conferences, how to attend conferences in real abroad. See, the conference selection goes the same way. Whatever I suggested in the previous video, in case you have not watched, please go back and watch how to select good conferences, workshops to attend. And the same thing you have to follow, just watch the video. So you have to select the institution and you have to look at the speakers. Then you have to look at the particular, the topic and the expertise. Then you need to go ahead. And if you want to attend foreign conferences, especially if you are Indian, and not only Indian, any country for that matter, you need to check, first you need to know, you need to have a clear picture about your budget, because how much you will be afford to spend, and accordingly you have to plan. In case your budget is very limited, always select the country which is very near to your country. For instance, in India, Indians can try attending conferences in Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, and these countries probably airfare will be even Nepal and other countries, because which is very neighbor, Sri Lanka of course, all these countries because very near to India, so you will be able to fly, to and fro flight charge will be very nominal, you will be able to afford it. And this is the first thing, first criteria. If your budget is huge, you can attend any country. See, in case you want to travel to US, you have to spend lakhs together for airfare itself, and that will be very huge sum. And if it is your budget is no constraint, you select any best conference, you can go any part of the country. But if you have a budget traveler, you have only limited budget, then better you do these type of identifying the country which is nearby, number one. Number two, see, if you take even these countries, there are agencies called external agencies, like they say that research association, they'll name it something. But if you attend those conferences, they don't conduct, no colleges would conduct it. Actually, they conduct in a hotel and they'll say that you come and do this and that, and you can attend those conferences. But I won't recommend those conferences. The reason is they'll charge you the registration fee, which may be very hefty. And it is not done by a college. You will not have any exposure to meeting the real college. See, when you go to a foreign country, you should meet that particular university professors. You should learn about what their methodology, and probably through teaching, whatever method they use for teaching and learning, infrastructure. You should see these things. But if it is conducted in a hotel, you don't know anything. Simply whatever, no, you will be there in the conference call. You don't get any exposure. So if there is no other way, if some conferences conducted in hotel and it is really good, means you go. But my solid recommendation would be go to a conference which is conducted by a institution in foreign country. And if it is done by normal agencies, and it will not be having much exposure, number one. Number two, and when you select these conferences, look for the registration fee. There are conferences in foreign countries, some universities, they offer even free registration, because otherwise, for example, if you go to some conferences when you need to pay $300 USD as a registration fee, that itself will be a huge money. So I check some conferences where you have less registration fee, and rarely some conferences even they may sponsor you also. Probably that's very rare, but you need to look for some funding opportunities and look at that, and you can go in that way. And the last option is always plan your international conference. At least 1 year you need to plan, and you have to start applying at least once before 6 months, because real international conference and all, they'll not start just like that within a month, 2 months. They don't do. Even some conference they'll start 1 year ahead. In case you want to attend to 2023, this is the right time to hunt for conferences. You can apply it. You have to send papers, and whatever you need to do, you have to send, and they'll take some time to review, and finally, if it is accepted, you can try. So my simple advice is look for the neighboring countries, plan about your budget, and attend the conference only it is hosted by the real institution, and make sure that you get good exposure in the institution and you meet a lot of people in their campus, so that you will get real exposure. In case anything else you want, some specific information, you can leave the comment. I'll post in the next video, because since you know very well about me, I have visited almost 14 to 15 countries, so I can share my experience in case you want anything specific. So till then, bye, and I'll meet you in the next video. Bye bye.